This is my pup off of Boomer and Onyx. Bam Bam's half brother. Nova's half brother. Actually, more than that for Nova. Just out here working a pup, trying to get a little R&R as I've been dealing with the loss of my mother yesterday. How do I deal with stuff like that? I try to come out and spend a little time with man's best friend in nature. Some quiet time. Try to get my mind right. Life is short, y'all. My mom lived 93. Life is short. This pup is looking really good. Some people resort to drugs and alcohol. That's just not a way to deal with stress. You got to get some time to restore your spirit in a healthy way. Spend a little time fishing. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Go to the gym. Exercise somehow. Spend time with your family. Spend some time in scripture. Meditate on what's the meaning of life. Give recognition to our Creator. Find your purpose, which is always going to be to serve His will. But we're all different. Some of us are good with animals. Some of us are good at carpentry. Some of us are welders. Just be a master at whatever you do. So when others come to you for your craft, you have an opportunity to speak as an authority, even if just in your craft. And then as that relationship develops between you and whoever you're talking to, take an opportunity to witness. What's the meaning of life? What am I good at? I'm good at working with animals. I'm good at breeding animals. I'm good at bonding with animals. I've always been that way. When I was a kid, I could catch and handle animals that other people couldn't handle. I was just made that way by our Creator. Whether it was snakes or lizards or reptiles or fish or dogs. Why are so many dogs unhealthy? They're not bred to be stable athletes. They're bred to be mutated. They're bred for vanity. They're not bred to serve man. Not in a functional way, and they should be bred in a functional way. They should be healthy athletes that can provide, protect, and be an asset to the family. That can be a companion, that can be a hunter and a protector. That can be an exercise companion and an emotional companion. They can help with your kids when they need time. They can help you when you need time. That's what the American Sentinel is, the perfect family companion guardian. Really, the perfect family companion. The perfect family companion should be a hunter, it should be a guardian, it should be all those things, a stable athlete. The only fault could be unwarranted dog aggression or animal aggression, like if you have chickens or cats, rabbits, stuff like that. And if you only have one of them, you could train it around that, or two of them. When you have a bunch, that instinct's going to come out. People say, oh, the dogs like these bite without warning. No, that's not true. If the dog bit without warning, that's because you didn't see the warning. Why? Either you weren't looking or you were incompetent. Dogs always display warnings. And unstable dogs don't need to be bred to begin with. This pup is doing great. Maybe because of the loss of my family, I could probably do this longer than I need to. I need to cap him, to his full development of this session, and then for his well-being, put him up if you're just only about training, like if you're trying to make a sport dog or something like that. But to me, that's not the main purpose of these dogs. The main purpose of these dogs is to be a companion. Okay, so if I lose 2 points in if I lose 2 points in sporting ability and can't win a championship title, but I gain 100 points in companionship, I'll do that every day. I'll take that trade every day, because that paper or title, that's vanity. What's more important than vanity is sanity. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. This dog is not available. This is my pick. I'm keeping him for me. This is going to be a dog that I raise up for me. Connor's gone. Reptar's gone. Chewy's our house dog. You're going to get me now. This is going to be my dog. Ow. So how do you deal with that? So you saw how he was biting my leg. I didn't feed into it. Don't move your leg. Don't reward that behavior by screaming and hollering and yanking and jerking. Instead, get the rag and move it around. Get him back to where he needs to be. Okay? All right, good boy. He's ready for some motivational type obedience. By motivational, I mean food-based guiding reward for communication. And then once the communication is established, then we can go to toy. Y'all take care. I have a call coming in. All right, so we just got done with our phone call, and he worked the whole time. Outstanding. Nice pup. This whole litter is great. I mean, every single pup in the litter is like that. I don't rush them, though. People rush them and they try to do too much, and then when it doesn't work out, they don't realize that they push the dog too far, too fast. I mean, there's nothing I'm doing here that is over the top. I give him time to counter. Let him rest. Get it. Good boy. Got a good grip. All right, man. We're going to put you up. Let me add one other thing that's different. Not only don't rush your dog, but work your dog calmly. The dog copies your energy. If you're nervous, your dog's going to be nervous. Yes, dogs can genetically have a predisposition to have bad nerves. But I'm assuming that, let's say we all started with ground from a 0 to 10, let's say we all started at 5. The person that's the most nervous is going to have the most nervous dog. The person that's the least nervous is going to have the most stable dog. All else being equal. Then drive. Drive can be developed. Nerves can be developed to a degree. You're not going to change the genetic base, but what you can do is, with proper training, get that dog to reach its potential. The number of people that I deal with that screw up their dog and then they blame the dog for not having the ability is kind of ridiculous. I mean, how often we see that. And I'm not talking about American Sentinels here. I'm talking about American Sentinels, American Pit Bull Terriers, Malinois, Rottweilers, Doberman Pinschers, Presa Canarios, whatever breed it is, Mastiffs, Dogo Argentinas. You see it time and time again. And while some of these dogs have different genetic potential than others, make sure if there's a shortcoming with the dog that you don't blame the dog. Don't be too heavy-handed with the dog. If you suppress the dog because you're a grumpy old fart, then that's not the dog's fault. If you suppress the dog because you yell at him and neglect him, that's not the dog's fault. You got to get the dog to reach its potential just like you would a kid. They're not kids, but they can be influenced like kids. All right, we've been out here 20 minutes. Time to put him up. This is more exercise than he needs, although he's still going. I want to put him up before he's not going. That's one of the things that you got to do the dogs right. Catch you later.